So, hello everyone, Corset Disciplinarian here. All right, in this session, we're going to be talking about laces, camisole, and skincare. Don't go away. Okay, so let's get started. First part is laces. Getting into a corset, that's a no-brainer. If it doesn't zip, it probably ties in the back. If it's a good steel bone corset, the ones that I love are the ones that hook in the front and they lace in the back. I really don't wear the zipper ones. I don't wear anything that it doesn't open in the front because when I need to get out of it, I want to get out of it. And sometimes, as much as they're pretty and everything like that, what can I say? I'm kind of old school, okay? So, laces. I don't wear ribbon. There's beautiful corsets out there where they put ribbon as your tie-up in the back. And I just, with these nails and not being able to really get back here and do this and that, I personally have over the years just found that works for me. And no matter what corset I wear, it's going to be cloth type laces. Now, with that said, I found that there were two types of laces that kind of fall into that category. Now, there are those that look like shoelaces, basically the kind you have in your sneakers. And if you notice, they have a bit of a stretch. They're usually sort of a stretchy type nylon or something. But just like sneakers, if they get a little too tight, you have a knot. And not only do you have a knot, you have a tight knot. And when you're back here trying to get out of things by yourself, that knot can make one very psychotic. That's the only word I can say when it happened to me. Yes, very psychotic. So I found laces that are a little thicker because they're flat laces. They're not round like shoelaces. They're flat. Very little stretch because they're more of, I want to say a cotton, but it could be something else that's not cotton. But at least it doesn't have a little stretch to it. And with that, what I have found is that when it does come together, it is less likely to suddenly be a knot. It is something that I can easily work out and get out of. That's my whole thing here. You're looking at someone who self-laces and has been self-lacing since day one. So, that's about laces. So, now let's talk about what you put between you and your corset companion. Now, so far, every time you've seen me, I've had this wonderful red leotard on. So, what that means is that it is between me and my corset, because you're going to be secreting a lot of body fluids, a lot of sweat. Don't want that going directly into the corset. Eventually, yes, your corset will become grungy, but you try not to do that right off the gate, okay? Have something between you and the corset that kind of absorbs those oils, your sweat, all right? And like I said, I wear leotards, all right? Unfortunately, it's not cotton blend. It's going to be some sort of a stretchy, okay? But there are other things that I have learned also to wear. T-shirts are good, but make sure that your T-shirt fits you. Don't go out there getting your baggy T-shirt that you wear also as a dress or a nightie, because what's going to happen is as you pull that corset close together, it's going to start bunching your T-shirt up, which is going to make creases, which is going to make creases in your skin. That's not a good place to be. So if you wear a T-shirt, make sure it's not too thick, but you want to make sure that it breathes, because it gives a little bit of breathing in there, because there's a lot of heat that goes on in here. It generates a lot of body heat. So you want to make sure that you have something that can breathe, which is hard these days because it's hard to find things in cotton, okay? But you also don't want it to be too thick. So, going back to that, the next thing, oh yes, let me tell you about this. Now, what I have learned also is that, I don't know if some of you remember these from the 70s. You wore them here, okay? sell these things. I just don't know what they call them now. But I found that this is a very nice thing to wear between me and my corset. Sometimes I will put this on and then put the corset around it, so that if I just want to wear a bra, or who knows, go topless around the house doing the housework, who knows. But I do have these types of things, and they come usually not quite cotton. They're pretty much stretchy as well, but it is something to wear between you and your corset. Which leads us to the next one, which is skincare. So, skincare. Underneath all this is your skin. And your skin needs just as much attention as your corset. All right? I would recommend, first of all, that you look into what works on your body. You don't need to have a different type of lotion or ointment or whatever you use for here. It should be whatever works on your skin. I would recommend no ointment, potion, whatever, pomade that has alcohol in it. Let's face it, alcohol, you set it on fire, okay? You can set alcohol on fire. So, you don't want it down here, because what's going to happen is that as you get warm and warm, it's going to seriously dry out your skin. I've done it. So it's going to seriously dry out your skin. Dry skin can lead to problems. Dry skin will blister, it will peel, it will become infected, all those good things, all right? I can honestly say that in the 15 years that I have been tight lacing, I have not had any blisters. I have not had any of that, because I take care of my skin, all the skin, but definitely the skin here. Now, when you take your corset off, at least when I take my corset off, I massage my skin. Oh yes, I go in there and I do little things, make it feel good. Go back here, and then after shower, I will then put in my lotion, my ointment. Not necessarily all over the body, but I definitely pay attention to that spot. The same thing before I put the corset on. Before I put the camisole on or the corset on, I also make sure that I go in, massage everything, because I've already done my exercises, okay? So I want to go and massage everything, put on the lotion, and then put on my camisole and my corset, and I'm ready for the day. And trust me, it'll make your corset journey so much smoother, because the itching that one would get because the skin is drying out, it's like when you wear a cast. Put it on, you're not getting to the skin. The skin's demanding attention. It's not getting its air. It's not getting what it needs. Same thing here, but you have control over this more than you do a cast. So, that is that for taking care of your skin. So, in this session, we've taken care of the laces, the camisole, and taking care of your skin. This will help you on your journey, as it has helped me on mine and continues to help me on mine. So, this is the Corset Disciplinarian saying that's it for this session. And remember, keep those laces tight.